morning, everybody. It is Friday, May 22nd. My name is Karen, and this is BobbleHeadKnits. So welcome, everybody. Apologies that I did not vlog last week. I was in full grandma mode, taking care of Atticus. We went to the zoo and had lunch and did all the fun things, and I was too tired after all that to vlog. So I am back. For those of you who are new here, this is my knitting vlog. You could probably guess. And you can find me on Ravelry at BobbleHeadKnits, and I am available via Gmail at bobbleheadknits@gmail.com. I do not do social media, so yeah, don't look for me there. All right, I shouldn't say I totally don't. I do have an Instagram. I don't check it hardly at all, and I never post, so don't, send me messages there, whatever you do. All right, let's dive right in. Oh, first off, I have an FO. I finished one of my rye socks by Tin Can Knits. There it is. This is West Yorkshire West Yorkshire Spinners in the colorway Rum Punch. And I knit the 60 stitch version with a basic heel flap and gusset. And I did a new toe. This is called the 4-point toe. And I am not sure if I like it yet because I haven't worn these socks, but I'll let you know. And what else? These are going to be for me because they have a few issues that I didn't catch until I was binding off. So I just decided to keep them for myself. So I did have to go back and kind of stitch up a hole here. I had dropped a stitch that I didn't find. It was like way down here, and I had to go in and tag it up or like sew it up. Yeah, I don't know. I cast these on during Ange's Yarn and Yarns, her 12 cast-ons for 2026 party in January. And, I was distracted. It's not my best knitting is what I'm saying. So I'm going to cast on the second one, and we'll hopefully knit that one up fast. So I will have some colorful rainbow socks. All right. Next up, hang on, I'm going to take this off the sock blocker. I am very close. So we're moving on to whips here. I am very close on a couple things. So I need to step up my game here. First off is the basic vanilla sock that I cast on. I think it was earlier. No, it was in April. And this is also 60 stitches, I believe. And I'm knitting it with Puzzle Tree Puzzle Tree yarn, which is a Canadian dyer. And there it is. This is Electric Sheep, and then the heel and the toe are going to be done in this beautiful, beautiful orange, which that's not it. I don't know if I have the label, so I may not be able to tell you. Oh, there it is. Let's see what it is. Nope, that's not it either. There it is. Okay, I see it now. It is called See and Be Seen. So it's that color. So I have gotten down to within maybe a ½ inch of being ready to start the toe. I am going to try another one of those 4-point toes that I told you about. And yeah, these also are going to be for me mainly because I love the color. I really do. These are so fun. I also need some more socks, so these are perfect. Yes, love that yarn too. It's a little heavier weight than the most fingering weight yarns, but it's real comfy, and the colors are just gorgeous. So yes, I will be keeping those socks too. I got some Birkenstocks, like the kind that you wear to show off your socks, your hand knitted socks. So yeah, I'm gonna be keeping a lot of socks just for me. Yeah. All right, next up, another whip, but very close to being a finished object. And I know that this one, some of you have been wondering, it's got to be done by now, right? Not quite, but very close. This is my daughter-in-law's cardigan. And hang on, I still have it attached to a ball of yarn, a very small ball of yarn. So that's how close I am. That is my last bit of yarn. But I have ordered a backup yarn skein just in case, because I still have enough knitting that I don't want to lose that yarn chicken. So hang on, I'm untangling it so I can show you the whole thing. All right, this is the, I'm gonna back up. Hang on, hold on. Okay, this is the Snowbird Cardigan by Heidi Kiermar. I'm gonna show you the back first. I have the sleeves done. It's hard to show you the whole thing. That's a pocket, but I haven't sewn it or finished it. Both sleeves are done. Let me find one of them. There they are. And I'm down to another like ½ inch or so. I am really very close to casting out the bottom. So after I do that, then I need to do the 2 pockets, and I need to attach the collar, which is kind of just hanging here. I have 2 sides. And then I need to like stitch up the collar. So very, very close, as I said. I did order, this is the first ball of extra yarn that I bought. This came last week. I used it up to finish most of the bottom. And I realized I was getting really close, so I got nervous and I ordered another skein. So I do have another skein coming, but it won't be here till next Wednesday. So I don't know, I maybe can get the pockets done with this and stitch up, the collar. It's gonna be close though. I did just find this in the project bag, so that's good. I do have this little bit in case I need it. We'll see. My daughter-in-law is driving to Texas, so she is not here, but she has tried this on and it fits beautifully, and she's excited to have it done. And I've told her, she had dinner with us last night, so I told her might be a little bit extra time, because I was gonna give it to her next week. Then I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna run out of yarn or not. So yes. All right, that is most of the stuff that I've worked on since you saw me last, so for 2 weeks. However, I did do a new cast on, and I will show it to you. I'm going to show you the project bag though, only so that you can just see how much yarn it's involving, okay? Let me get a few things out though. Hold on. I have a bag of the yarn that I've already used. So these are linen, Pearl Soho linen quill, and I had bought a set, I think it was something like 25 gram skein. So it's quite a bit of yarn. And I was gonna knit the Incredible blanket. I started knitting it, I messed up, I did not feel like fixing it. I wasn't feeling the blanket as much as I thought I would. So I ripped it out. And then I had this big, huge bag of, big, huge. Okay, so yeah, it's huge. And it's full of these skeins. So it's been sitting behind my desk over there where those boxes are. And I was like, I need to do something with that. It is just driving me nuts that I keep looking at it. So I decided that I would cast on a blanket. And originally I was going to do the Bits and Bob blanket by Kay Jones. Then I realized that was basically the same pattern as the Incredible blanket. You had to knit into the bottom stitch. It's half fisherman's rib is what it is. I just don't like that stitch. Everyone finds it like soothing, like, they get in this rhythm with it. I just was not feeling it. So I decided, no, we're not going to do that one. Instead, I decided to take each one of these colors and hold them together with the Cascade Heritage and the color Snow. So I have 2 of these. Actually, I have 3 because one's wound up here. 2 of them I have, I had 4 total. So 2 of them what did I do? No. 1, 2. Yeah, 2 of them I had. 2 of them I bought as part of new acquisition. So yeah. And then I do have some more coming, just 1 skein, because this is going to require a lot of yarn. So I'm holding it double with the colors. So like right now, these are the colors I'm working with. I'm holding them double. And I just started, I'm in the middle of a row, of course, so you can't really see the whole thing in its full glory, but yeah, I'll kind of show you. I'm just knitting and knitting and knitting, and that's all I'm doing. And on the ends, I'm slipping 3, so I'm doing a I-cord edge. And basically this is the homespun comfy cozy throw, only I didn't buy the pattern. I figured out what it was and I was like, just gonna do it. So I cast on, I think it was like 200 stitches and just knitting, 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 and it's coming along pretty nice. I like it. I've been trying to do one of these color sections each day, so it's like 8 rounds or something like that. And yeah, just it's therapeutic knitting to me. And it's just gonna be a big old blanket, just like a throw to have sitting around for whoever wants to use it. So yeah, that was my new cast on. I am kind of using the Garter Squish pattern by Stephen West, which is a free pattern. That was kind of the that one's done with worsted weight. So this is basically DK, because since I'm holding fingering twice or double, it's fine. I like it. I will say, so I'm not really a huge fan of this linen quill because it's kind of prickly, but holding it with the Cascade Heritage has made it like bearable against my skin. So that's good. What else? Guess that's it. I will have to get more of the Cascade Heritage. So I have another skein coming with that other skein of the Malabrigo Rios and Scorpio for my daughter-in-law's sweater, which I did not tell you the yarn I was using. But that I have 1 skein of Cascade Heritage coming. So I still probably won't have enough because it is going to be a huge blanket, but whenever I need it, I will just buy it. So it's a yarn that I'm going to always be able to get, basically. So, all right, let me put this away. Sorry for the crinkle. All right, acquisitions. It was just the Malabrigo Rios and the Cascade Heritage. Actually, I bought 2 of each, so I've got more coming. So yeah, okay, that makes sense. All right, one thing I promised I would do is State of the Stash for April, and I know that May is almost done, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. All right, as many of you know, I went to Ireland in late March, early April, so I did have a lot of acquisitions in April. So I did buy some Studio Donegal yarn to knit my husband a sweater. I bought Erin Woolens Mills yarn, Townhouse yarn, Hedgehog fiber, Life in the Long Grass. Yeah, I had quite a bit of yarn come in. So I also had, I did have some yarn go out. So I finished some vanilla socks. I also sold some yarn. So I have most of my, not most now, maybe half of my stash I have listed as being I will trade or sell it on Ravelry, and people reach out quite often. So I sold, let's see, I sold 2 skeins of it. Or actually more than that, because I had some Hobby yarn that a woman bought, I want to say like 4 skeins of, and then she bought 2 skeins of Spin Cycle yarn. I also had to sacrifice some yarn to the frogging gods, and so that went, I finished a gnome also in April. Yeah, so the actual numbers, let me tell you, in April I had 1,650 grams come in, which is the equivalent of 4,908.1 yards or 26 skeins. That's a lot. That's 2.8 miles for those of you keeping score. I had 458 grams go out. I had, that's the equivalent of 1,655.6 yards or 6.24 skeins. So definitely more in than out. However, I am gonna have a lot going out this coming month, or in May, because of that sweater over there and any socks I might finish. So that's good. I did start the year at 459.43 skeins of yarn, and I'm up to 479.19. And that's not great because I'm trying to do a stash down year. I'm trying to start from, or shop from stash. My rule is simply that I only can buy yarn if I need it to finish a project or if I'm traveling. So I kind of cheated in buying that Cascade Heritage, but I'm using it up immediately to knit the blanket, so I don't feel that bad about it, is what I'm saying. For those of you that don't know, Mandy at Diary of a Sweater Knitter, she and I are doing Yarn Stash Smash 2026. Every quarter we draw prizes from finished objects that were knit or crocheted or created from your stash, and you can enter using going to both of our Ravelry pages. You can also see all the rules on yarnstashmash.com. It's a web page that Mandy set up for us. So do enter your finished objects that were knit from stash, because we are giving away prizes quarterly, and we're both giving away prizes. So there's a lot of prizes being given away. And the next drawing will be, what is it? March, April, May, end of June. So yeah, hope you join us. We're having fun with it. So there's also chat on both of our Ravelry pages about it. So yeah, come join us. We really both want to encourage people to knit from stash. In our case, or at least my case, I want to knit from stash because I want to free up room for more yarn to come in. So, all right. I think that's it for all the knitting stuff. Do I have anything else? No, I do not. If you're not sticking around, I ask that you like and subscribe, and do come back and visit. And if you are sticking around, I have a lot to talk about as far as life news. So let me take a sip of water and then we'll chat. Okay? All right. I'm only drinking water, even though it's only, what is it? It's 9:18 a.m. Because I'm going on a coffee date with my husband after this, so I don't want to have too much coffee. So, all right. Life stuff. We've got some big news here, and I alluded to it a few weeks ago, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you. If you happen to notice, I have some boxes back there. I have boxes all over my house. We have decided to move. My husband and my daughter and I are going to be moving in about, it'll be about a month, exactly a month. We have a condo that is closer to our old neighborhood in downtown Denver, and we're moving back there because we really do not like this house or the neighborhood. So we have not been thrilled living over here. We've lived here, it's been about it'll be 2 years in September. And while we love being so close to our grandson who lives around the corner, it just does not suit our lifestyle. So we are moving. And so that's been also eating up a lot of time because we had to, we were out looking at houses and looking at neighborhoods and, back and forth and all the things that go relocating. So we are very excited though. We are counting down the moments. So those boxes are going to start filling up soon. Like this weekend, we're starting to pack. We of course are moving from a house back into a condo, so we won't have as much space. So we are having to get rid of mainly outdoor stuff because we won't have like a backyard anymore or a garage. Well, we have a garage, but we won't have the storage space that we had. So we're getting rid of a lot of things. So we've been busy with that. And yeah, big news. We're excited about it. We're very happy. We are sad that Atticus won't be just around the corner anymore. So, but it will be fine. He will still get to see us, and his parents will make sure that we see him, and we will go out of our way to see him. And we've got some fun things planned with Atticus. So we're really happy that all this is coming together, and we're excited because we just need, like, even though the place is, well, it's about the same size, square footage, everything is more open and more us and very walkable neighborhood, which we miss so much, having come from a downtown, very urban area. To go back to that is just, we're very excited about it. And yeah, we're just, lots of fun things coming from that. So, all right. Other life stuff. I am getting better. I have adjusted some medication. So not totally 100% able to eat like I was able to before, but I am figuring things out. So I'm at least not puking constantly. So, and yeah, that's kind of it. So books and TV. We've been doing a lot of, well, I shouldn't say a lot of, but we watched some shows. We watched all of Margot's Got Money Problems. I believe that's on HBO. Maybe Apple TV, I don't know. Very good series, very funny. We watched the movie Remarkably Bright Creatures because we had all read, well, my husband and I had read the book. And we've started Friends and Neighbors, and what else? Book-wise, books that I finished this terrible Lisa Jewell book called Ralph's Party, which I don't even know why I finished that book. Like, why didn't I just give it up early on? I do know, I take it back. I bought the book because I needed something to take on a plane, and then I never read it. So then I felt obligated that I should read it, and I read it, and I was like, this is terrible. So yeah, I was really disappointed in that one. I don't know if it was like an early Lisa Jewell or what, but not very good. So yeah. All right, I have babbled on long enough. Next week, with any luck, I will have a finished cardigan to show you, and yeah, some other things. All right, everybody have a great long weekend. This is a long weekend, Memorial Day weekend here in the US, and stay safe. And if you're not in the US, just have a nice weekend. All right, talk to you later. Bye.